Okay, it's on right. It's on Rama the Christian Radio and Rama the Christian TV, the fountain of beautiful Christian broadcasting network. And this is your good friend, Pastor Jeroy Cummings. I'm going to be in your company until later on this afternoon. So, for the very best, stay tuned to our broadcast. The invitation is yours to share the broadcast with your friends and family members and invite somebody to be a part. It's going to be awesome, wonderful, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And we are going to enjoy some wonderful time together here. Okay, we're going to enjoy some beautiful time together here for the next few minutes. So be my guest, share, tag your friends and family members, and just give someone the opportunity. And it's going to be exclusively free from politics and negativity. So we're going to talk about Liberia, sweet Liberia, and play some wonderful music. You know, it's time to make the airway stress-free and listen to something that will stimulate your mind, inspire you to see your country from a positive perspective. So be my guest. Today is just the May edition, and it's the May edition of the program, Sweet Liberia. Let's talk about Sweet Liberia. And so let me bring you the theme song that I have selected for this program. It's something by Zach and Jiban.
One and only home Land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Love is all we need to make it stand.
Okay, all right. Okay, if you're just joining us, I want to welcome you to our broadcast. And this is just a mini edition of the program, Let's Talk Sweet Liberia. And today is, like I said, it's the mini edition of the program, Let's Talk Sweet Liberia. And this program is exclusively designed to look at things from a more positive perspective, going back as far as the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, as well as the early 90s. You know, I was sitting the other day with my mom and we were talking. She was on the other side of the phone and we were talking about Liberia, talking about some of those good things, looking as far as back as her early days in Liberia. And because my mom worked for the state radio for 14 years, so we started talking and I was getting her view on her perspective about Liberia, modern journalism today, looking at the different programs. And she said to me, Jeroy, I know now you are a preacher, but there's nothing wrong with going back on the air to create a kind of positive programs, because she said, son, every time I listen, 99% of the programs on the radio back home and the ones on the internet is all politics. Nothing to reflect on the good old days in Liberia, nothing to bring our minds back. People think that the country is all about politics, cabinet ministers, legislators. What about the good days? What about our community? What about the recreation we had? And so we started talking about these things. Then I said, you know what? I was thinking about something I used to do on the radio when I was in Liberia, and I want to reintroduce this program. And then she said, let's talk sweet Liberia, sweet Liberia. So today I'm going to give you the opportunity. We'll open the lines. This program is exclusively free from politics. We have no interest in politics. Let's talk about our country. Let's talk about, tell me about your community. When you were coming up in the 80s, some of these, I'm going to be playing some old songs that will serve as, a reminder of your time coming up in Liberia. Because most often when I listen to folks, especially the kids coming after us, all they're used to is the politics. All they're used to is the politics. But, I remember growing up as a little boy in Liberia. We were eager for Christmas. We had good recreation. We went to the Providence Island. We enjoyed ourselves. We went to, I grew up in the borough of New Cruton. Detour High School auditorium was the place. They had the culture troupe that used to come there to perform. You had the Lookington Cinema, the Playmate Cinema, the Plaza Cinema for us in the Bouchard Island. And then you had the River Lee. You had, we had the Jeroy. I went to Jeroy, I think, twice before the war. I went to Jeroy, and it was a place to go. It was so nice. The Providence Island, they had the section with the culture troop, and they had the section where, you know, all the big band, and it was where I saw Zach and Jiba, Lady Shakaran, Sam Blaster, you just name it. Tikman Nimlan, Stanley Roberts, man, the list go on. And the late Tikman Nimlan, we used to call him the Plankerton man of Africa. I remember I performed 1 or 2 times on the band with the late Tikman Nimlan, and I saw a few of these guys, but I was much younger, and I will name some of the ones that I had the opportunity. I performed with Lady Shakara, I performed with her with Stable International Band, the Sound Blaster Band, and few other band. I can't remember all their names now. But Liberia was a good place those days, you know, prior to the war. And when I used to live with my late grandmother on Crown Hill, you know, in the evening time, we had a place called the One Way House. The One Way House was just before you bend the Capitol bypass. And we used to go to the One Way House to play checker, Scrabble, Ludo, and watch movies and read books there at the One Way House. Then you had the YMCA, okay? All these places. Liberia. And then we had the zoo in Lakbasi. We'll go to the zoo. They have sofas, ice cream shop. I mean, our minds were not on some of the things we see today. But what do you remember about Liberia growing up in the 80s? What do you remember about Liberia? You know, the stores, oh my God. In the evening time, you'll go down. We used to go to, I'm going to get the street, don't worry, because I was on Crown Hill. We used to go to Ken Johnson Road. So we'll start from A to Z supermarket. We'll go as far as Randall Street, Broad Street, Macklin Street, Galley Street, all the stores, man. The place, Benson Street. Liberia was a beautiful place. Beautiful place. Beautiful place. And so, again, for those of us who grew up around along the Bushel Island, we had the free zone, okay? They had the candy factory just behind the Faith Healing Temple of Jesus Christ, the peppermint candy. We had the peppermint candy factory right there. They used to face grease and stuff over there. And at the free zone, they were fixing anything you can think about. Anything from buckets, zinc buckets, rubber buckets, and the fakes, anything you can think about. You know, I was privileged because I move around a lot. I live on the Coast Guard base, so we're always in the free zone. We go to the free zone, go from the Coast Guard base to free zone. And those days, man, LEC had a place where they keep the light poles. And oh my God, what happened to Liberia? Okay, so we'll give you the opportunity to tell us, what do you remember about Liberia? My mom was telling me about the merry-go-round because my mom grew up around the Sony Wind community around there. She grew up around that area. And she was telling me, she said, during the days when President Totman's wife will have party, they used to wear something called the kenke, and they'll go to dance. And then Toba wife had the merry-go-round thing, and they'll go to the merry-go-round. The Totman wife, they had the merry-go-round stuff. They will go where you have the Rally Time market. It's where they had the merry-go-round. That's why it's called. It was also called the merry-go-round market. It's called the merry-go-round market because we had the merry-go-round over there, and the kids used to go there to enjoy themselves. Liberia was so beautiful, wonderful. I mean, nice. I remember I attended a party for kids at the Executive Mansion when President Doe and the late Samuel Kayando, and Jane Nicholas Podia throw a party for the children of Liberia. I went to that party. What we call the French suit or the higher suit. My mom saw a suit for me, and I went to that program. And the place was jam-packed with kids from all over. And I remember Samuel Doe and Jane Nicholas Podia in their white trouser, white T-shirt with towel around their neck, and and it was nice. It was nice. What do you remember about Liberia? Now listen, if you were born around the 60s, the 50s, the 70s, and you're still around, let's talk about Liberia. Let's look at Liberia from a positive perspective. Let's talk about the good things about Liberia. How we used to go to our neighbor's house and play. There was this cordial working relationship. You'll be eager to go to your friend's church. You want to go to their home. It was not like what we see today. Liberia was a beautiful place. Liberians are wonderful people. Let's go back to this song with the lady Fatu Giflo. I love this song. I love this song. beautiful song by the legend Fatu Gifla, and that song is in the vernacular. And if you just joining us, we want to welcome you to the program Sweet Liberia. No talking. Let me see if I can peek on this person a little bit. Let me see and see what she remembered about Liberia growing up. Let me see if I can just pick on this person quickly. Let's see if we can pick on this person. Trying to pick on this person. I'm going to catch them.
Please leave.
Okay, we give a try later on during the program. But like I said earlier on, you know, we talked about the stress, how people worried about the country. And sometimes we are worrying about the wrong things. And so I wanted to do something different, so different, that will come on the radio. And we'll talk about something different. Let's look at Liberia from a more positive perspective. When I was back home, I introduced a program called The Positive Show. And my God, yes, it has some little political stuff around it, but this time around, I wanted to look at something different. What do you remember about Liberia? What do you remember about Liberia? You know, growing up. What do you remember? Some of you are mothers here, you're watching. What do you remember about Liberia, the 80s, the 60s, the 50s? You know, all we hear today is, you know, Liberia is this, Liberia is that. We're forcing and fighting among ourselves. So what do you remember about Liberia? How many of you remember this one? Old song indeed. And this is Yata Zo. For the sake of Pojo, stop drinking Laza. This is Yata Zo. Beautiful song indeed. And if you're just joining us, welcome to Let's Talk Sweet Liberia. Sweet, sweet Liberia. Man, you know, here's something else I remember about Liberia in the 80s. The Coast Guard. The Coast Guard, when I live on the Coast Guard base, they have, I think, 4 gunboats. 4. Today, they have something they call the Zodiac. And those days, man, because we grew up on the Coast Guard base, most of us were just eager that when we come out of high school, we want to join the Coast Guard. Because we used to see, you know, the uniform, the different parade, and we were all eager that we want to. I was living in the khaki camp, and what we call the khaki camp it was officer quarter, and then they had the other those small places, and those were in the Navy jeans trousers, we used to call that, and the blue camp, and it was. I mean, Liberia was just a wonderful place. And then we used to go to the Beaumont Pier area to go and look for sour tessie. The bearing that you see the train, there's something in there that move the tire of the train. We call it the bearing. Okay, so we used to go behind the Beaumont area, the Beaumont Piers, to look for the sour taxi. And to go there and fix our sour taxi. And the sour taxi we fix with those bearing. And then, okay, let me pick on this person. They're calling me back. All right, let's go to the line. Hello, 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 hello. I got you. I got you. No running. Hello, Mother Audrey Wiadi Blamo. Manslon Blamo, my own mother. Folks, my mom, I took her by surprise. I took my mom by surprise. But I want to say good afternoon to you and happy pre-Mother's Day.
Thank you, thank you.
All right.
Hello to you too.
I got you on the radio. You say, hey, my man, you got to do something. Got to help to de-stress the situation. But welcome to Sweet Liberia, Mother Audrey Wiadi Blamo. Let's talk a little bit, and I know you got plenty of grandchildren to the house, so you will be leaving soon. But let's talk about Liberia, Sweet Liberia. What do you remember about Liberia, the 80s, or the 60s before joining the Liberia Broadcasting System?
Wow. Well, anyway, not much in the 60s, too much, but for the 60s, I used to live on UN Drive. I grew up on UN Drive, where they call, around Raditown Market, there where it used to be merry-go-round.
Okay.
Where we grew up there, and Liberia used to be a sweet country. When I was a little girl, we used to go to the merry-go-round every Sunday, play. So now we go on the field there, right there, there's barracks, and I mean, Liberia was just okay. And all the way from the 60s, we're coming up, 69, 68, like that. So now they have children party, third month where we have party for the children. We go to City Hall. They used to buy our shoes from the Bata.
So sister, for some folks listening, the Bata, why you guys call it the Bata?
Shoes. They used to sell shoes there. For kids. Other people. Strong shoes, yes. And I mean, the city was clean. The city was clean. The place was beautiful. Taxi will take you from Broad Street or whatsoever and carry you straight to your house. The city was, yes. You didn't want to make that music sweet Liberia. It's because Liberia was sweet. Liberia was okay. It can hurt me so much when I hear people talking about Liberia, that Liberia not nothing. I mean, it can be discouraging. It can be so discouraging because I know coming up how Liberia used to be. Even the government schools and the private schools were running competition.
Okay.
Yes. The government schools and the private school were running competition. So if you graduate from government school, you proud. People be saturated to attend government school. Because in those days, when you fail, the other school come from that other place, they come to your school, they will boo you. So you don't want to fail. Mary Brandon used to be my principal. Yes, was my principal before. So I like the program. We'll continue to talk about Liberia. I like it's a good program. The people stress. They politics too much. The politics is too much. Nothing on the radio to encourage the people. The people come from work. The children come from school. Nothing. Everybody, oh, they want to. That one. So I really like that program. I like the program.
Thank you.
And we keep on talking about Liberia. We talk about Liberia. We talk about it. We never had iron doors to stores.
No, not at all.
We never had it. We had glass. All the stores or glass. We never had it. The police today, the people can be insulting when you go out for school dance and you late, you're outside 12, police car come and pick you up and carry you to the police station. They have women there for the girls. They have the men for the men's side. They will talk to you. People used to, your neighbor child, you will have to treat your neighbor child. But this time, all the things disappear. So, I'm sorry, I just waking up, but we talk Liberia.
Okay. Thank you so much. Love you, mommy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, the voice of my mother, Audrey Yadi Blamo, talking about sweet Liberia. Well, if you're just joining us, I'm going to open this line. I want to hear from, I saw Sis Felicia writing something. She talked about Nimba Bird. There was this guy, I forgot. I'm going to try to find his son, Jake D. Noir. Jake D. Noir. I remember the ERBC and ELTV used to play his music on the radio, on the radio. And a few years back, many years back, I was on there. I used to listen to Sarah Hayes Cooper. Then later on, the lady with the golden voice, the program Soligo became my boss and mentor. She taught me. And the former assistant minister, Robert Walomia, okay, they got me on the radio. And the late Joe Woluba. And so I grew up around people who saw Liberia from a more positive perspective. Creativity was the order of the day. Liberia, beautiful, beautiful country. What do you remember about Liberia? Let's talk about sweet Liberia. Like I said, I was talking to my mom and knowing her, she loved radio. And we were just talking, and she brought up these ideas. He said, Jeroy, I understand you're a preacher. I understand. And probably you don't want to go back to do some stuff, but can you do something? And so we started talking. I said, well, you know what a brilliant idea to just, because every time I look on the internet, I see some things and I'm just sitting, I'm looking like, if we don't look at things from a more positive perspective to mold the minds of the younger generation coming after us, everybody. And in Liberia, I think you got almost about Montserrat alone, you got close to 100 radio stations. 100 radio stations. And most of the program comes on prime time. Prime time. So 99% of the day, the folks on the listen to politics. But what do you remember about Liberia? Let me bring you this beautiful song, and it's by Caesar Gata. You remember the song, Take Them From the Country, by Slipper? The legend Caesar Gata. So you can give us a call. Let's talk about sweet Liberia. What you remembered about Liberia those days. Mother Elizabeth said, those days are gone. Oh yes, but every good historian would love to go back. If you can remember the past and bring those things of the past into the present, you can change the future. When others see the bad about Liberia and only see negativity, we see the good things. We see the good things. And so if you're just joining us, welcome to Let's Talk Sweet Liberia.
Your love is in my feeling. Your sorrow is my sorrow. Your joy is my joy. So please, little widow, please stop crying. Your love is in my feeling. Your sorrow is my sorrow. Your joy is my joy. So please, little widow, please stop crying. Oh, my little widow, woman, woman, woman. woman, woman. Whoa, nakabeni yo, nyue. Nakabeni yo, ba. Young people, I'm the woman. Ni ma beringe kakana ba. Kamera bakeri wewe wo, rogonyo dubi wo. Nakabeni yo, wo. Nakabeni yo, nyue. Nakabeni yo, ba. Oh, my little widow woman, woman. My little widow woman. My little widow woman. Please, my little widow woman. Oh, my little woman. My little widow woman.
All right, Caesar Gator. A beautiful, beautiful song indeed. Listen, if you're just joining us, we want to say to you, welcome to Let's Talk About Liberia. I'm giving you the opportunity, my co-executive producers, you got to open the line. So we open the line, and we want to hear from Liberians from all walks of life. Whenever you're talking politics, you just forget about that one. The telephone lines will be Jan Park, because everybody will be calling. Everybody have some solution to the problem, and they have a say to the problem. But when we talk about Liberia, here is another thing that caught my attention. The folks, the guys who entertained us yesterday, Morris Dolly, Tikman Nimlin, Stibble. She had a Stibble International Band. I forgot her original name. Sam Blaster, Standard Robbers, Fodo. I'm forgetting about most of their names, but something I don't see. When I traveled and went to Ghana in 2009, I was invited there to attend a conference. So I went to a radio station, and I wanted to give one of our gospel musicians song. And the guy said, Charlie, we don't play those songs. We want to play our songs. So I had my ID on me, and I took out my ID and said, listen, I work with a radio station in Liberia, and we play all songs. Music is a universal language. So can you play this song? We talked from one thing to another. He went to play the song, and he was in love with the song. But most often we don't even play our own songs, because some of us just see our country as this country that some kids grew up to just the war situation, and some folks, it's that 99% of the discussion on the radio is just all politics. You heard my mom a few minutes ago when she called that, look, we never had Steve those. Homes never had Steve those. I mean, no home. If you're saying a real wooden door, I would say yes. But Steve door on the homes, no, nothing like that. Nothing. The stores will go from Ken Johnson Road as far as up Snapper Hill, all the areas. Just no store had a steel door. That's And when you come from the Providence Island, as far as Douala, all the stores, no steel though, nothing. That's how peaceful our country was. Very peaceful. You know, I used to love to run away to go see my mother's mother across the Bushel Island, and I'll wait in the night. And in the night, you see the buses for Douala, New Cruton, and we'll be going. It was 25 cents. Yes, 25 cents to go to the New Cruton from Crown Hill Broad Street to New Cruton. It was 25 cents during my days. Thank you, Sis Felicia. I'm taking some of these songs from right here from you.
download it from portlbr.com.
All right. Beautiful song indeed. Named by Bird. And I got another one here. We got a few more minutes to be here. But if you're just joining us, is the program. Let's talk sweet, sweet Liberian. I don't know about you, but I love my country. It's sweet, blessed, wonderful, great people, nice music, wonderful food, and great culture. Great culture. So I'm going to bring one nice traditional song here before we take two more songs and we'll be out of here. Amen. We'll be out of here in the next few minutes. And this one, I'm in love with this song. I don't know. I'm in love with this one.
Les petits du Cummings Group Orchestra sont fiers de toi.
You know, somebody sent me the message and they said, Jeroy, most of the people can't even remember Liberia. That's not true. What do you remember about Liberia growing up? Sweet Liberia. You know, most often, I'm saying this, and it's the fact. 99% of the programs on the internet, you just name it, most of the programs just all focus, they all just focus on politics, 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 nothing to stimulate the minds of the young people. So we have people who have experience, who experience a lot of stuff in Liberia, but they don't talk about those things. They don't talk about the positive things. They don't bring positivity to the radio. All we talk about cabinet ministers, senators, representatives, all Liberia. There's every, and at the end of the day, the younger generation coming after us, all they see is this war-torn Liberia. Liberia is divided. Liberia is this, and Liberia is that. And you have people, okay, people. And sometimes I talk to some of the veterans from different radio stations, and I often say to them, you guys are not helping the situation because we need to bring radio back, you know, bring radio back to our people. Those informative. I remember Maitre Dane had an educative program on ELTV. Shema Brown, Big Sister Hawa had a big, wonderful program on the radio, on the television. And man, I met all these people. I met Maitre Dane. I worked with her for a short time. She was to do a program on Love TV. And Big Sister Hawa came back. She was supposed to do something on the television with us. Sarah Hiscoper came back, and she was doing this program called Soligo. And she's one lady. Whenever she come to work, she get her son. She was the vice president for the institution I was working for. So Madam Cooper would go upstairs in her office. She grab her CDs. She come in the studio and she closed the door. And when she closed the studio door, when she get ready to do her program, Soligo. My God. If you see that lady in the studio dancing, and then she had this, you know, she has this fine voice. That's what they call her, the lady with the golden voice. And she served as a mentor to me. You know, let's talk about Liberia. What do you remember about Liberia? Or you remember this politics or the war? You know, I remember one day I went to do something. And I went somewhere. Okay, it was on Broad Street because I used to leave my vehicle to the Sports Commission, and I used to have some group of young men around the Carey Street. And I'll go and sit down with those value boys, shoe shine boys. I'm sitting right there on the street, we're talking. But there was a Fula guy who knew me. And one day, this Fula guy used to sell meat. I used to buy meat for him to eat, roasted meat. So one day he came, he saw me behind the shoe shine box, and I was shining someone's shoes. Then he said, Chief, how you doing? So I looked at him for a long time. But all the guys that were sitting there that I used to go to hang out with every time never knew I was this Jeroy Cummings, the person they listened to on the radio. No. I used to go and just sit with them and just talk. I said, don't see this person to be better than you because you're here shining shoes. You can be whatever you want to be in this life. And so it was the Fula man who told the guy, say, that guy worked for a radio station. His name is Susan. So the next day, you know, I had this funny thing I used to do when I get on Galley Street and the young brothers were sitting down Carey Street. So I would start running. When I run it, they say, Chief, what happened? Then I check break and just say, Giamo. And we laugh and joke. But I just used to go there and sit with them and we just talk. And so one day, one of them told me that the Fuda guy let the cat out of the bag and told them who I was. And I said to them, oh, yes, I'm that guy who always do the positive show. But it's my way of leaving the studio to come outside and talk to people. I mean, look at the distance. 10th Street to Carey Street to Broad Street, just to sit down and talk to young people. I felt that, by spending some time with them, talking to them, was helping to alleviate the negative perception that they had. So this program has nothing to do with politics. I have no interest in the political thing that is unfolding. It's just meant to de-stress our mind. We think, like my mom said when she called, I had her on the radio, she said, look, it's just do something, to take the people mind back. Play some wonderful music. Let's talk about Liberia, sweet Liberia. That's what I named the program. Let's talk sweet Liberia. Let's help to mold the minds of the young people. I was doing a program on the radio called Back Home. We talk about national issues, but we were doing it in the vernacular. And I say, no insult. Let's just talk about our country, our county, our electoral district, and let's bring some positivity to the radio, to the internet. You see? But let me go to more music here. We got a few more minutes to be here. Beautiful song indeed, Fatumata. I think that song is sung in the Mandingo vernacular. Yeah, Mandingo. Okay, let me bring you something nice. May his soul rest in peace. This is Morris Dolly.
From Hot L.
Where is it?
Why Damiano Tomo Swami Kuanes Konekane Edona Bulumadio Edona Bulumadi Edona Bulumadio Edona Bulumadi. Who are you, baby? Who are you, baby? Who are you, baby? Who are you, baby? Diga me a minha nano. As baby, 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 baby. I need you sweet. I need your love. I need your sweet. I need your look. I need your sweet. I need your love. I want to dance with you. I want to dance with you. I want to dance with you. Do you need my love? 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 Who are you, baby? Who are you, baby? Who are you, baby? Who are you, baby?
Beautiful than thee, Morris Dolly, the late, with that beautiful song, Who Are You, Baby? And here's another one. Morris Dolly. Morris Dolly. And next on our list is the late Tikansi Roberts. Concert Robbers, may his soul rest in perfect peace. Next is the Planketer Man of Africa. You know, Liberians, we are creative people, talented people. Liberians are great people. And, you know, I had the telephone line open. I've been waiting to see. How many of you remember Liberia in the 80s or 70s, 60s, 80s? You know, some of those positive things that you remembered about Liberia. Today, most people can remember. You know, I will tell you one funny joke. So there was during the 2005 election. So one of the candidates was traveling to his county, and because his name was Baby, something, Baby. So the folks said he went missing. So they had this public service announcement. We used to come on the radio to make, make some joke and fun out of it. So they said the candidate went missing, and the only way to locate this candidate was to put a baby top and a baby bottle and hang it on the chopper, the peacekeeper. Let me go to this phone quickly. Hello?
I'm not on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on 1 minute. All right, let me play this song.
You big fly. Ooh-wee, gooey. Yeah, I'm feeling right good inside me. Flower lady before the hair cut mine. When you get married and your mother-in-law hates you because her daughter has a big. Don't bother her. Get the daughter and not the mother, my friend. You know the reason why. Flower lady before the hair cut mine. In a baby beabo, in a baby beabo bye. Hey bye. If you got your food and you eating it, my dear, and you don't want me to eat any of it, you can only tell me it's your whole day food. And you know I will eat, even if I'm up, my friend. You know what I'm talking about. Flower lady before the haircut. The bus is the bus. Yeah, man. And you know he is always right. Yeah. He can even fire you or get your blood pressure. And no one will come even to say, my friend, yes, something. You know what I'm talking about. Flower lady before the haircut. In a baby beabo, in a baby beabo bye. Hey bye. Yeah. I will give you something, yeah, something come to eat me. They can't be flower lady before the haircut. You are a good old friend. You are a nice old friend. Fly. Amen, fly. Oh, yeah. You are a good old friend. You are a nice old friend. Fly. Ooh-wee, gooey. Feeling right good, Mr. Bumpy and fine. The fly. Espressito. In a baby beabo. In a baby beabo bye. Hey, bye. Yeah. When you get married and your father-in-law hates you because his daughter has a bad old guy, all you got to do, don't bother, my friend. Just take the girl, forget the old man, my friend. Adieu, adieu, you. Suki Same. Adieu, Suki Same. Mr. Bond, William Bond, the fly, Espressito. Ooh-wee, gooey. Yeah, yeah. I said feeling right good inside me. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Flower lady before the haircut, man. You big fly, you big. Yeah. I like to see you standing over them salad. Right on. Yes, you know how you stand with one of your legs up in the air, fly. And your wings out there. It's the fly, Espressito. Flower lady before the haircut, man. Amen. In that baby beabo bye. Hey, bye, hey. Flower lady before the haircut. Flower lady before the haircut, man. When the busman fire you from your job, all you got to do, take your bag and put it on your back, my friend, and go. Cause no one will come to your aid. Flower lady before the haircut, man. In a baby beabo, in a baby beabo bye. Hey, bye, yeah. You know I got fully a parachute all my life. I never had anything before. Amen.
Okay, thank you so much, man. We got time fly when you are having fun and you're enjoying. But just before I leave, just before we leave from here, here's what I wanted to share with you. I'm talking about sweet Liberia. How many of you remember the iron pot? The iron pot, predominantly they used to face the iron pot around the Gaglo community. Some of you can remember Gaglo. Gagla was somewhere around the Bombay Bridge area. It's the same community where they used to face the porter. Those of you that are familiar with porter love to eat the clay. It was around that end, predominantly where they used to face the iron pot. And people used to come from Guinea, Ivory Coast, to come and buy our iron pot. Yeah, ask anybody, they will tell you. And we had mattress factory in Liberia those days. We had the Maserado group of companies those days. And we had the shoes factory on the now, it was then Somalia Drive. It's now called the Japanese Freeway. Yeah, they had the shoes. We had the shoes factory. We used to make the shoes at the shoes factory there in Gardner. We had the biscuit factory, the magic factory, the magic cube factory, all in the Gardner. Then we had the Union Glass factory that was built by the Libyans, and it was somewhere in that end. You know, it was in that end there. So when people talk about Liberia, then all we talk about is just politics, and sometimes some of the people feel that Liberia, was just this place of trouble. You can't say that the people in the 80s that were running the country, or the 70s, the 60s, they were not doing anything good. We had something good. And I strongly believe that by the special grace of God, we're in a better position to, the prevailing trajectory was going to change on the Toba. Because when I grew up seeing Toba and seeing some of the things, and the war came, we went to displaced camp, we went back home. Most of the good things we knew then were destroyed. They destroyed everything. So we had the mattress factory. As a matter of fact, let me see, we had one mattress factory around the Corwell Junction area there. They were facing mattress there. Some of you can remember Vono mattress. Yeah, we had a glass factory. That's true. Mother Reese, we had a glass factory in the Gardner City. And as a matter of fact, that entire place was named the Industrial Park. Industrial Park. Today, they have houses all over there. There where we had the biscuit factory, the magic factory, the magic cube factory, that entire industrial park. Then we had the LPRC had the refinery over there. But man, so some of the young people do. Okay, this is Felicia. Yeah, Bombay Beach, where around the Bombay Beach area is where we got the Gaglaw community. Gaglaw community is where they used to face most of the iron pot. You used to see kids will go around, look for the aluminum pot, old aluminum stuff, and go to sell it over there and they weigh it and face the pot. Ask anybody. Liberia was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful country. Still beautiful. We're still wonderful people. And I think we can change our mindset, the way we see things and the way we look at things today. I want to say thank you all so much. I know everybody used to this pastor coming here to preach, but I want to help to de-stress some of the situation that we see on the radio and the TV. 99% of everything we see is politics and insult. We're fighting and bickering all over the place. I mean, it won't help the younger generation coming after us because they don't see these documentaries. There are documentaries on the internet about Liberia, but the ones that are more now are the ones, that is associated with the war. want to say thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Let me leave you with something, and it's a town hall meeting sometime, I think it was this week, with President Joseph Yemamboakan. I want to say thank you all. God bless you. Thank you. Shalom. Bye-bye.
Liberia, I lift them up to you. Father, I pray as the president has a love for this country, Liberia, I pray for all those that work for you and work for the government, and they have a love for Liberia and people like Liberia. I pray, Lord, that's my prayer. I thank you for everyone that is present here today. We lift this program up to you, and we give you the glory. It is in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. We're going to have a special selection by DFW Mass Choir.
Welcome to the Executive Mansion Live.
I'm privileged to present to you the president of the Liberian Community Association of Diaspora.
Distinguished members of the presidential body, the board of directors and executive of LCA, the representatives of Oral Health Development Community Association present, members of the clergy, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor this evening to receive you in the Lusa State on behalf of the as we walk into this hall this evening.